Center Poetry Gathering friends, this is Vince
and Naomi.
Welcome to our home for our May 2020 Poetry Gathering. Tonight, Naomi and I are filming several videos, and this video is celebrating artists who were born in the month of May. Our first artist was born May 22nd, 1950 in England. In 1967, he responded to an advertisement in a newspaper looking for songwriters. Unbeknownst to him, another songwriter was also responding to that advertisement. His name was Reginald Kenneth Dwight. And when he left that meeting, he was given an envelope filled with lyrics. And those lyrics were from Bernard John Taupin. And together, Elton John and Bernie Taupin have been making wonderful music ever since. Tonight, we'd like to share Bernie Taupin's lyrics, Your Song. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. Oh, I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody, this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I sat on the roof and kicked off some moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they've got me quite cross. But the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me forgetting, but these things I do. You see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean. Yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody, this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you are in the world. Our next artist was born May 25th, 1921 in New York City. And he too had a run-in with another artist. In 1957, Harold Lane David met the composer Burt Bacharach. And they, together, wrote music for the Carpenters, Dionne Warwick, Tom Jones, and many more. Tonight, we'd like to share with you Hal David's What the World Needs Now. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Oh, listen, Lord, if you want to know, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. No, not just for some, but just for everyone. Our last artist tonight was born May 31st, 1819 in West Hills, New York. This artist spent the years 1876 to 1884 along the banks of Laurel Lake in Laurel Springs, New Jersey, just a few miles down the road. And in 1850, Walt Whitman published Leaves of Grass. Tonight we close with Songs of Myself, number 52, from Walt Whitman. The spotted hawk swoops by and accuses me. He complains of my gab and my loitering. I too am not a bit tamed. I too am untranslatable. I sound my barbaric yawp over the roofs of the world. The last scud of day holds back for me. It flings my likeness after the rest and true as any on the shadowed wilds. It coaxes me to the vapor and the dusk. I depart as air. I shake my white locks at the runaway sun. I refuse my flesh in eddies and drifted in lacy jags. I bequeath myself to the dirt to grow from the grass I love. If you want me again, look for me under your boot soles. You will hardly know who I am or what I mean, but I shall be good health to you nevertheless, and filter and fiber your blood. Failing to fetch me at first, keep encouraged. Missing me one place, search another. I stop somewhere, waiting for you. Thank you for joining us. Stay healthy. Be safe. Good night.
Be safe. Good night.